and the winner of PC Gamer's 2020 Game of the Year is Death Stranding. Cut out the noise around all the odd Kojima-isms, the myth of the nonsensical 2-hour-long cutscene, the needless cameos, and indulgent winks at the camera. I mean, it's all there, but I like it, and it made up a minuscule percentage of my 100+ hours wandering Death Stranding's desolate America. Here are the facts. Death Stranding is one of the best games about getting from point A to point B ever made. Looking at you, Breath of the Wild. It's a game of logistics and physics, resolutely and finally where it belongs on the PC among its simulator siblings, each of Normie's legs given the same attention that SCS Software gives to the 18 tires on a semi-truck. It's a gorgeous exercise in isolation and serenity, touching on themes of what happens when late capitalist culture alienates us from one another and our attempt to chase whatever mindless serotonin high we can in place of those relationships. Death Stranding wants to find purpose in labor to steer what we accomplish back towards servicing one another rather than the ideas of misguided leaders. And it does it so well, making every hike up a hill fraught with tension and danger, both from interdimensional ghosts pinned to us via inky umbilical cords or just your own clumsy feet. Death Stranding is about carrying on anyway and trying not to panic when things get worse, because they will. I've tunneled down cliffs and slid down a river or 12, but scrambling to adjust and salvage my shipment is just an unexpected augmentation to the challenge. Tons of tools support the deep traversal and survival systems that make or break every journey. And if you wrap it up in morose themes and visually stunning sci-fi concepts, Death Stranding goes from hiking sim to ineffable mood sim real quick. Like Journey, but with gravity and consequence. Once Death Stranding opens up, it's easy to see the Metal Gear Solid 5 stealth sandbox ethos applied to the simple act of walking here, but with even more trust handed to the player. It was illuminating talking to other folks who played Death Stranding. We all had similar experiences, these self-imposed goals that rose naturally from the Courier sandbox in combination with the asynchronous multiplayer features where some structures and items are synced between players. We dedicated weekends to finishing highways, hauling comical towers of goods between Death Stranding's highest and most treacherous peaks to build the zipline network. None of it is even remotely required to finish the campaign, but knowing you might make someone's own journey a little easier, well, turns out it's a much better reward than XP or any kind of gun skin. The kindness might seem superficial, but there really is no need for doing this stuff for strangers besides knowing how it feels yourself to eat shit and trip down the hill running from the encroaching black ooze of a BT swarm, or any other less dramatic variation of tripping on your own feet. Getting from point A to point B in Death Stranding is a tenuous trust exercise with physics, propped up by a totally optional trust exercise with strangers. Can you carry a tower of resin up that mountain on your lonesome, through waist-deep snow, all before a time-accelerating blizzard arrives? Do you have enough climbing gear, thermal pads, fresh boots, confidence, faith? And why do I explode like a tiny nuke when I die? Well, only way to find out is by making the slow, steady climb. Baby steps.